You know, I've never really been a very crafty type before, but I enjoy projects, and I thought painting would be a great way for me to keep up some of my fine motor skills that I've developed with the study. You know, it's relaxing and zen, and I think it looks good. I think it's gonna be good. I don't think anyone that sees this in the end is gonna know that a quadriplegic made it with their hands. And I like that. It's a little sense of normalcy. I can do something that everyone else can. And maybe even a little bit better than them.
I know what it's like to have something you really love to do, taken away from you. And then to get that ability back is something I guess that chokes me up. A typical day at the trial would be to roll in. Fatma and Lori would work with me for 2 hours of just sitting with a stimulator device on my neck doing simple exercises that I could barely do.
So the mission of the CNT is to improve hand function for people who've had a neurological injury or disease like spinal cord injury or stroke.
We're in the business of engineering plasticity in the brain and in the spinal cord by strengthening connections between neurons in the brain and the spinal cord, or between regions within the brain itself.
What appealed to me is it's a non-invasive therapy offering tangible results. It's non-surgical. I don't have to worry about mutations or rejections. It's just an easy-to-use therapy.
It is really frustrating when your brain to fingers or brain to whatever else is just not connecting. You know that you can do it, you know how it's supposed to do it, you know in a different lifetime you've done it a million times. You know, it's like a naughty dog, it's just not cooperating. Come on, hand. Double knots. Just all of a sudden, I noticed, I was like, oh, that's easy now. The difference even 10% more function makes for me is huge. 10% more hand function, more arm function means living independently.
Yeah, got it.
It makes my life infinitely happier.
The transcutaneous spinal stimulation is applied to the surface of the skin. We use a very high frequency waveform, which lets a lot of energy pass through the skin to activate the spinal cord. What we've seen are that even people who are completely paralyzed begin to move their hands again when they do rehabilitation combined with the stimulation.
I think the most notable summary for how I was before the trial was this hand did nothing. It was just a prop.
During the first session of stimulation, it was really so exciting to see that he can easily pick up the balls, even the small marbles, without any problem, which he couldn't do it before.
This one has improved to the point where after 13 years I can play a musical instrument. I play guitar now, every day. The first real E chord I made, I immediately videotaped and sent it to Fatma because it blew me out of my chair. And so it changes my mindset exponentially. Just knowing that there is actually, that the story is that movement is possible 13 years after a spinal cord injury. And we're just kind of at the cusp of a new science. Other things, there was other improvements, internal improvements. So my heart rate has gone up 10 beats. I sweat when it's hot out appropriately. I get sleep at night now, and giving me a confidence too. Like I don't have to ask people to open things for me. It increased my independence.
And so John's recovery is a perfect example of engineered neuroplasticity. The device helped him recover, it allowed him to move, make movements he couldn't make before, but over a period of months, he was able to make all those new movements without the stimulator running, which to us is strong evidence that neuroplasticity has occurred and the device is no longer necessary.
You have to do a lot of mental gymnastics to get your head around that you're never gonna walk and you're never gonna use your hands again, you know. And when you get to undo those gymnastics, so to speak, it's freeing.
You know, after the accident and I couldn't even feed myself, I don't think I ever thought I'd have enough control to let alone hold a paintbrush. In my lifetime, I'd like to see a cure for a spinal cord injury. I think it can happen. I think we really need to dedicate a lot of resources to it. Good job!
It's like I have a heart for like the newbies. That's how I still feel like what it's like to wake up in the hospital bed like this. If I had known then that this was in my hometown and I had access to it, I would have lived and died by this science trial. There's hope for the new injuries.